and I heard a great voice saying, "It is done." "2025, beautiful destruction. Watch the nations crumble, perfect reduction. Everything they built up, about to fall down. Kingdom transferring, time to take the crown. Babylon in flames, watch the smoke arise. Everything the prophets wrote materialize. No more false peace talks, no more lying words. Time for judgment, let these plagues be heard. World economic system bound to crash. Gold and silver, only thing gon' last. Famine hitting hard, just like he said. Time for Jacob's trouble straight ahead. 2025, let it rain. Beautiful destruction, break these chains. Everything written, prophecy. Final resolution, watch and see. Watch it burn, let it fall. Time to learn, hear the call. Prophet's word, now inside. Beautiful destruction through the night. Third temple rising, war in Middle East. Prophecy unfolding, ancient words released. Nations gathering, just like Joel foresaw. Final pieces moving, fulfilling holy law. Mark a beast system, fully in effect. Digital currency, total disrespect. But the remnant standing, we don't bow down. While they taking chips, we wearing heaven's crown. Sun in the heavens, stars falling down. Prophecy in motion, ain't no turning round. Everything written about to manifest. Time for saints to pass their final test. Let it burn, systems fall. Watch and learn, heaven's call. Time has come, prophecy. Kingdom one, set us free. Beautiful destruction, prophetical instruction. Watch it fall, right on time. End of all, by design. Beautiful destruction, perfect in design. Everything the prophets wrote, now right on time. 7 seals opening, trumpets about to sound. Babylon's destruction, shaking holy ground. No more waiting now, everything aligned. 2025 judgment, perfect in design. Watch these nations scatter, running from his face. While the saints preparing, standing in their place. New world rise on from the ashes now. Every knee on earth gonna have to bow. Beautiful destruction, clearing out the way for the kingdom that'll never fade away. 2025, time is here. Beautiful destruction, atmosphere. Everything written comes to pass. Final resurrection, built to last. Watch it fall, let it drop. Hear the call, cannot stop. Prophets true, now we see. Beautiful destruction sets us free. Behold, I make all things new. It is finished.
It is finished indeed, family. Look around you. Beautiful destruction everywhere, huh? Everywhere you look, everything is rotten. Everything is falling. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath to the 12 tribes of Israel. Scattered to the four corners of Yah's great earth. All praise to the Most High for another Sabbath. We are one Sabbath closer, family, to our final rest. We be doing Exodus 7 today, and this is where the Most High flexes his sovereignty. Shows you there is no such thing as free will. And from here on out, family, from Exodus 7 unto the rest of this book, I will intertwine Yah's sovereignty in every lesson to remind you that you the clay and he's the potter. He didn't show this out with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But as we saw last week, he showed Moses, I am Yah. I am that I am. He's showing his full character. And we're going to see that character from here to the rest of this book. All praises and great glory. So a cool story. Plane crash yesterday in India, if you guys haven't heard about it. Crashed into a medical building or a school or something. 290 heathen gone off the earth. 290. And that's just the estimate. They still got to clear the rubble, family. People were just coming to work that day. Chilling in the lunchroom, because that's where it hit them. That's where the plane crashed into, the lunchroom. While people were sitting there eating their little food and dinner, whatever the hell they were eating. The Most High had a plane destroy their whole life. There's footage of it. You hear the screams. You hear the cries. You see the bodies. Beautiful destruction. All praises and great glory to the Most High Yah. May that continue to increase upon these people who hate us. You call it remorseless. You could call me evil. You could call me whatever you want to. I call it justice. And that's the way the Most High sees it. But I want to address a comment that I got on my last video. Sister said she can't share my shit because I'm cussing. Well, sis, I want to let you know I don't give a shit. I'm not made for everybody. If the people you trying to share it to can't hear the word the way the Most High want it to be spoken, then they are not part of his remnant. Damn is in the Bible. Ass is in the Bible. You might as well put the whole book down now. To all the rest of the people out here who listen to me, let me make it real clear. Yet again, I will not dilute. I repeat, I will not dilute my word for any of you. This is the way the Most High wants me to say it. Y'all don't got no problem with these damn pastors out there who speak the word gently with no cuss words, but they lying to the people. You got no smoke for them, but you got smoke for me trying to wake our people up out of this stupor that they're in, this slumber that the Most High has put on them. And you want to get mad at me. Fuck that shit. Every day it's the same bullshit with you niggas, man. Y'all soft as fuck. DM after DM. You know, if your message was a little softer, you'll get more people. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to reach the masses. I'm trying to reach the sheep, the remnant. I don't give a fuck if this trends. I don't care about being on the For You page. I don't care about having millions of views. All I care about is doing the will of the Most High Yah. He will bring the people to me. I'm not watering it down so other people can listen to it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all watch shows every goddamn week that got cussing in it. Power, BMF, Snowfall, all these damn violent ass shows. Y'all show up every fucking season for that shit. Murder all over. But I don't see y'all talking down on that motherfucker. I don't see y'all getting mad at 50 Cent who made that Power show. I don't see y'all getting mad at Tyler Perry and the content he pushes out to the community. But you're getting mad at me Because I'm trying to wake our people up. Because our people need this fire. Because they don't listen to reason. Read the damn Bible. You will see that. Most High tried to be nice to them. They did not listen. And he showed that for us here today. That you can't reason with these people. You need to rule them with an iron fist. You need to be on their goddamn neck. That's why the Most High got these damn police officers on their neck. Literally. George Floyd. This is how you rule this black people. They don't understand niceness. They don't understand gentleness. They understand a firm fist, though. When you beat them upside the head, then they get it. Then they understand. Now they want to listen. And that's the way the Most High wants me to do this word. And I ain't going away from it. So if that offends your little ears and that makes you clutch your pearls, and get the fuck out. There's the door. Open it. Get the fuck out. The Most High will sift you niggas. There will only be a remnant left. People come and people go. Good. See you later, alligator. So y'all better sit y'all asses down and pay attention, because what I'm about to break down today in Exodus 7 is going to shake you to your damn core. How's it going to do that, Pastor? Mr. Pastor, how you going to do that? Because this is about the sovereignty of the Most High. And now he controls every damn thing that happens in your life. You think you got control? You think you making decisions? Hell to the no. You're nothing but clay in the potter's hands. And the sooner you understand that, the better off you will be. Our people been walking around thinking they got some kind of power, some kind of control over their destiny. Wake the fuck up, Israel. The Most High is the one pulling the strings. And everything that's happening to you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is all part of his sovereign plan. So buckle the fuck up. Because we're about to see how the Most High used Moses and Aaron to demonstrate his absolute power over Pharaoh and all of Egypt. And guess what? The same sovereignty he displayed back then is the same sovereignty he's displaying today in 2025. So if you're ready, get your popcorn, open up your notes, open up your book, get a goddamn pen and pencil. Whatever. Crayon, marker, I don't give a shit. Let's get into it. Verses 1 through 3 of Exodus number 7. Then it reads, in the Most High Yah said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. Let's look at this first verse, man. The Most High just told Moses that he made him a god to Pharaoh. Now don't get this twisted. Moses ain't no deity. We know this. He a flesh and blood human. The Hebrew word here is Elohim, lowercase, which means judge or one with authority. The Most High is saying that Moses is going to represent his divine authority before Pharaoh. The Most High don't ask for your permission, family, to use you. He don't need your approval. He said, I have made thee. Past tense. It's already done. Moses didn't volunteer for this shit. The Most High appointed him. Romans 9, 20 and 21, one of my favorite verses in the whole Bible, because it puts all this into perspective. Paul says, nay, but, O man, who art thou that replies against God? Whew. Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Has not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? So you see, you are the clay, family. And the Most High is the potter. He can make you into whatever vessel he wants. Some of y'all been complaining about your circumstances, crying about why the Most High put you in certain situations. Shut the fuck up. You don't get to question him. Some of you Israelites walking around thinking you chose your path in life. I used to do that. But I'm here to tell you that it is absolute bullshit. The Most High positions you exactly where you are for his sovereign purposes. You think you chose your job, your location, your struggles. Nope. The Most High is using every situation in your life to accomplish his will. Aaron was appointed as Moses' prophet, his spokesman. This shows us that the Most High uses teams and partnerships to accomplish his work. But don't get it confused here, family. Moses had the authority from the Most High, and Aaron was his mouthpiece. We all know in Isaiah 55:11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. The Most High's word, family, through Moses was going to accomplish exactly what he intended. And his word through you is going to accomplish his will, whether you like it or not. The Most High has set up villains, and he set up the good guys. He did that. He moves the chess pieces. You don't get a say in that. You are just a puppet with strings. The things that are coming out of my mouth is a part of the script that the Most High wrote for me to say to you. And if you hear it or not, that's up to him if that was written in your script. If you were going to hear my words or forbear and not listen. It's already written, family. There's nothing I can say to convince anybody. If they're not going to wake up in the script, then it doesn't matter how many words I say. I could talk to them blue in the face. It ain't going to happen. Verse 2 now. Now the Most High is laying out the chain of command. Moses receives the word directly from the Most High. Then Aaron speaks it to Pharaoh. This ain't no democracy here, family. This ain't no committee meeting. This is divine hierarchy. The Most High said, all that I command thee. Not some of it, not the parts you like, but all of it. Moses don't get to pick and choose which commands to follow, Christians. He's got to speak everything the Most High tells him. Just like I got to speak everything the Most High tells me to tell you. And to say it with the same ferocity and intensity. Not diluting it to make you guys comfortable. My job is to convict you and make you as uncomfortable as possible. If you leave my lesson and you feeling good, I ain't do it right. I want you to feel guilty. I want you to be like, God damn, that nigga speaking straight to me. I gotta change, or else the Most High gonna get me. I'm like the dog that bites at the sheep's ankles to get them back in line, while Yah is the shepherd. That's me. I'm here to keep you in line, to keep you from straying off the path, because we love to stray off the path, family. And if there ain't nobody to correct it, we gonna go right on to a whole nother way. That's why the Most High has raised me up and others like myself to bite at your heels, to keep you over there. Deuteronomy 8:3 says, and he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone only, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yah doth man live. So every word that comes from the Most High is what sustains you, not just the words you like, not just the comfortable scriptures, but every damn word. So this shows us the absolute obedience required when the Most High speaks. Moses can't add to it, subtract from it, or modify it. Yeah, that don't stop these Christians, pastors from doing it though, right? He's got to deliver the message exactly as the Most High gave it to him. Same as myself and others like me. Don't you dare add or take away from the Most High what he has spoken. You deliver his message exactly as he gave it to you. Some of you so-called teachers and preachers out there have been watering down the word of the Most High to make it more palatable for people. You've been adding your own opinions, taking away the parts that make people uncomfortable, i.e. them goddamn apologists, apologizing for the vitriol, for the harshness of the Most High's word, apologizing for it. Fuck you and your people and your whole doctrine. When the Most High gives you his word to speak, you speak all of it. Even the parts that make people mad. Goddamn right. Even the parts that convict people of their sin. Oh yes. Even the parts that challenge their comfortable lifestyles. Because some of y'all get into this truth and y'all just coasting. Y'all on autopilot. Y'all know y'all an Israelite, and to y'all, that's good enough. Fuck you. No, it's not. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. The Most High requires absolute obedience. You got to go the whole 9 yards. The purpose was clear, that he sent the children of Israel out of his land. Everything the Most High was doing had one objective, the liberation of Israel. And everything he's doing in 2025 today has the same objective, the liberation and restoration of you Negroes. Now, verse 3, here's where it gets real. The Most High said, I will harden Pharaoh's heart. He's taking full responsibility for Pharaoh's stubbornness. What? This ain't Pharaoh making his own choice, family. This is the Most High sovereignly controlling Pharaoh's response. Some of y'all been taught that free will bullshit, thinking people just choose to reject the Most High. Wake up. The Most High hardens who he wants to harden and softens who he wants to soften. You ain't got no free will. You got clay will. Romans 9, 17 and 18. Read this chapter, family. Romans 9 is a very, very powerful chapter. When I first got into this word, the Most High made sure I knew his sovereignty. That was the first thing he taught me. First thing he taught me. Led me to a heathen by the name of Arthur Pink. He wrote a book called The Sovereignty of God. Very powerful book. Scriptures all over showing you his sovereignty over your life. I suggest y'all understand that, because you cannot progress without knowing this subject, which is why I'm teaching it today. When you all recognize that it is the Most High doing it, you can rest easy, knowing he's doing it for your good, if you obey. All the worrying goes away, family. All that goes away. What if this? What if that? What if this? The Most High is in control. Once you let go of the steering wheel and let him drive, everything becomes easy. Destroy your pride. Let go of that control that you need and give it to him. Once you do that, family, the rest of this book becomes cake. Your life will become easier. Yah's will. When something happens to you, Yah's will. You don't get mad no more. You don't get upset. You don't get angry. You just understand that the Most High is doing something in your life right now to refine you, to make you stronger, to make you better, to increase your faith in him, to increase your dependence in him. Once you understand that, family, this walk becomes so easy. The burden becomes so light. You don't feel like you're carrying anything. So Romans 9, 17 and 18. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. So the Most High raised up Pharaoh. He made him strong for the specific purpose of demonstrating his power. Pharaoh wasn't some random enemy, family. He was a vessel prepared for destruction to show the Most High's glory. cold as ice. All these presidents, these nations are only raised up so the Most High can squash them like a bug. That's why he got them arrogant as hell. So when he smashed them, nobody, I repeat, nobody can give credit to anybody else but him. When he smashed that white supremacy, everybody know that's going to be the Most High who did it. We can't crush it. I can't crush it. Only he can. That's why it's going to be such a wonderful miracle when it happens. So the hardening of Pharaoh's heart was not punishment. It was a preparation for the Most High to display his signs and wonders that he's going to show. If Pharaoh had let Israel go immediately, the world wouldn't have seen the full demonstration of the Most High's power. Isaiah 45:7 reminds you, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yah, do all these things. Where the devil at? Y'all say the devil does evil. Where is he at in this scripture? Where is Lucifer? Satan, where is he? He don't exist, family. He's a figment of your imagination. Yah alone rules. That's it. That is it. The Most High creates both the light and the darkness. He makes peace and creates evil. Everything that happens is under his sovereign control. Some of y'all been wondering why certain wicked leaders seem to stay in power, while certain oppressive systems keep functioning. The Most High is hardening their hearts so he can demonstrate his power through their destruction. Every racist cop, every corrupt politician, every oppressive system that's been holding Israel down, the Most High is using them as vessels to display his wonders when he brings them down. Proverbs 16:4. Yah hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. The Most High made even the wicked for his purposes. He's going to use every enemy of Israel to demonstrate his power and glory. The Most High said he will multiply my signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. The hardening of Pharaoh's heart wasn't to prevent Israel's deliverance, family. It was to multiply the demonstration of his divine power. This entire verse destroys the lie that humans have ultimate control over their decisions. Pharaoh thought he was making his own choice, but the Most High was sovereignly controlling his responses to accomplish his divine purposes. You think you're making independent decisions, but the Most High is working all things according to his will. You're not the author of your story. You're a character in his divine narrative. Ephesians 1:11. Paul knew this. Paul says, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated. That means Yah chose us before he even created the world, according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. The Most High works all things according to his will, not some things, not most things, but all things. Your life, your circumstances, your struggles, your victories, all of it under his sovereign control. And that same sovereignty the Most High displayed in Egypt is the same sovereignty he's displaying right now in 2025, family. You think these wicked systems are operating independently? Nope. The Most High is using them to prepare for his signs and wonders. He's making them stronger and powerful. Every injustice you are experiencing, every oppression you are facing, every hardship you are going through, the Most High is using it to set the stage for his mighty deliverance. Stop trying to figure out why certain things are happening and start recognizing that you're clay in the potter's hands. He's molding you, he's shaping you, and positioning you for his sovereign purposes. The Most High is about to multiply his signs and wonders in this modern Egypt called America, and all the other nations we are scattered to. And just like he used Pharaoh's hardened heart to demonstrate his power, he's going to use every wicked leader in oppressive system today to show his glory when he brings them down. So let's keep it moving though. 4 through 6. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you. He already told you he ain't going to listen. He already telling you the script, family. That I may lay my hand upon Egypt and bring forth my armies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. And the Egyptians shall know that I am Yah when I stretch forth mine hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them. And Moses and Aaron did as Yah commanded them, so did they. So the Most High just said in verse 4, but Pharaoh shall not hearken. This ain't no surprise to the Most High. He already knew Pharaoh wasn't going to listen. This is all a part of his sovereign plan from the beginning. You see, the Most High ain't hoping Pharaoh will cooperate. He's guaranteeing that Pharaoh won't listen. That I may lay my hand upon Egypt. The rejection is part of the plan. The resistance is part of the purpose. Romans 9, 22, 23. What if Yah, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath, that's these wicked people, fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. So the Most High endured vessels of wrath like Pharaoh, so he could demonstrate his power and show mercy to the vessels of mercy like righteous Israel. Pharaoh's rebellion wasn't a setback, it was a setup. Some of you been getting frustrated when wicked leaders reject the truth and continue in their oppression. So stop getting mad, man. Just stop getting mad. Their rejection is part of the Most High's plan to demonstrate his judgments. Every racist system that refuses to change, every corrupt politician that continues in wickedness, every oppressive institution that rejects justice, the Most High is using their stubbornness as justification to lay his hand on this modern Egypt. Notice he calls Israel mine armies and my people. We ain't just victims, family. We are the Most High's army. And he's going to bring us out by great judgments. Not by negotiations, not by compromise, but by great judgments. Joel 2:11 says, and Yah shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yah is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? We are the Most High's army. And he's going to execute his word through great and terrible judgments, family. It's coming. We already seeing the starts of it. Verse 5. The Most High said the Egyptians are going to know that he is the Lord. Not believe, not hope, not think. They're going to know. When the Most High stretches forth his hand, family, there ain't going to be no doubt about who's in control. This phrase, stretch forth my hand, it's about divine intervention. When the Most High stretches forth his hand, nature obeys. Systems collapse and kingdoms fall. This ain't about human effort. This is about supernatural power. Isaiah 45:6. That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, that there is none beside me. I am Yah, and there is none else. That's what's going to happen when the Most High moves for real. They going to know who he is. He going to make it crystal clear, HD, 4K quality, that he's the only true Elohim. Every false god, every false system, every false power is going to be exposed as powerless when he stretches forth his hand. Right now, these wicked systems think they got power. They think their technology, their military, their money make them untouchable. They're about to find out when the Most High stretches forth his hand on this modern Egypt today, this Babylonian system worldwide. Everybody is going to know who's really in control. Every atheist, every false religion, every corrupt government, they're all going to know that the God of Israel is the Most High when he brings his judgments on this wicked world. Ezekiel 38:23 says, thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah. He gonna magnify himself, family, and be known among all nations. This modern Egypt today is gonna get a reality check about who's really running this earth. And verse 6 makes it simple and straight. Moses and Aaron did exactly what the Most High commanded them. No questions, no modifications, no improvements. They did exactly what he said. Perfect obedience. They didn't try to negotiate with the Most High. They didn't try to come up with a better plan. They didn't try to modify his instructions. They just did what he commanded. 1 Samuel 15:22, and Samuel said, hath Yah as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of Yah. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Obedience is better than sacrifice, family. The Most High would rather have your obedience than your religious rituals, Christians. Islam. And I'm talking about the black ones in there. I don't care about the heathen. Some of y'all been picking and choosing which commandments to follow. You follow the ones that are convenient and ignore the ones that challenge your lifestyle. Pork. That ain't obedience. Moses and Aaron didn't have the luxury of selective obedience, and neither do you. When the Most High commands something, you do it, period. James 1:22, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Stop thinking that you can just be a hearer without being a doer. Moses and Aaron were doers of the word, and that's why the Most High used them to demonstrate his power. If you want to be used by the Most High Yah, you better get in line and follow this example from Moses and Aaron. Put the pork down. Put the lobster boil down. Put away the shrimp. Put away the adultery. Start following the Sabbath. That's today. Saturday. Sun up, sundown. And the rest of the commandments. And watch how the Most High moves. But even then, he controls who follows what. Whew, cold, boy, I tell you. Woo! Damn. But we keep it going, 7 through 9. Hope you guys are learning this. This is needed if you guys are going to progress in your walk. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old, when they spake unto Pharaoh. And Yah spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, shew a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. Now verse 7, look how old they is, man. 80 and 83 when they went before Pharaoh. But this ain't random information, family. The Most High is showing us the sovereignty of his timing. Moses spent 40 years in Pharaoh's house learning Egyptian ways. 40 years in the wilderness getting his pride broken down. And now at 80 years old, the Most High is finally using him for his true purpose. Look at me. 34 years. That's when the Most High found me. 34 years. Woke up 5 years ago. 34 years. No matter how old you is. He could use who he want to use. And I've been over here in Missouri getting my pride broken down. I tell you, I see myself when I read these scriptures. Do you see yourself when you read these scriptures? That's the true answer. If you don't, then you ain't doing it right. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. The Most High has a season for everything. Moses couldn't do this work at 40 when he was hot-headed and prideful. Same way as me. He couldn't do it at 60 when he was still learning humility. But at 80, when he was broken, humble, and completely dependent on the Most High, that was the perfect time. i.e., moi. Even during my time of waking up, family, of this 5 years, the Most High was still breaking me down. And it wasn't until I was perfectly broken down, humble, and completely dependent on Him. That is when I finally understood. And that's when He started to use me for real. And He gave me this platform. But I couldn't do it in a moment sooner because I was too stubborn. Whew. Boy, I tell you, it just blows my mind, man. Truly blows my mind. The Most High's timing ain't your timing, family. His ways ain't your ways, as we know in Isaiah 55, 8 and 9. When you think it's too late, He might just be saying, it's right on time. Some of y'all been thinking you missed your opportunity because you're getting older. You think the Most High can't use you because you ain't young and energetic like He used to be. Stop that bullshit thinking. The Most High uses Moses. He used Moses at 80 to lead the greatest deliverance in history. Your age ain't a disqualification. It might be your qualification. All that experience, all that suffering, all those lessons you learned, the Most High has been preparing you for such a time as this. Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Israelite flesh. Don't get it twisted, heathen. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men, your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. He gonna use old men to dream dreams, family. Your age is part of His sovereign plan. Don't think He can't use you because you 50, 60, 70, or even like Moses, 80. He uses who He wants. Understand that. Now verse 8. Most High speaking directly to Moses and Aaron. No committee. No democratic process. Divine instruction coming straight from the throne. Notice it says, the Lord spake. Past tense. When the Most High speaks, it's already settled. That's what I need y'all to understand. When He speaks, it's already done. This entire book is already done. We waiting for it to manifest. It's already stamped into reality. We just waiting for it to come to pass. We already got the victory. He already got the victory. He already told you what's going to happen, family. He gave you the whole playbook. And some of y'all still don't believe. This is an open book test, and y'all still failing it. His words ain't up for debate. Ain't up for discussion. Ain't up for modification. When He speaks, that's final. Why? Numbers 23:19. Yah is not a man that He should lie, neither the son of man that He should repent. Hath He said, and shall He not do it? Or hath He spoken, and shall He not make it good? When He speaks, He will do it. He ain't like these lying-ass politicians who make promises they can't keep, family. When He speaks, you can bank on it. That's why you can trust in His word. You see it right here. All you got to do is read the book. Some of y'all still doubting. He already told you, hey, I'm going to save your black ass. Just hold on. Y'all don't want to do it because y'all want Him to do it at your time. No. Y'all lose faith because it ain't happening when you want it to happen. Nah. The Most High will wait your ass out. He got ultimate patience. You don't. Time affects you. It don't affect Him. Your whole life is like 15 minutes. That's why they say, hey, 15 minutes of fame. Because that's what your life is to the Most High Yah. 15 minutes. To you, it's 70 years. Or less or more. To Him, not even an hour. Not even 30 minutes has passed. He will wait your ass out, family. Some of y'all been waiting for the Most High to speak to you about your assignment. You've been praying and seeking His will for your life. Keep seeking, though. When the Most High is ready to use you, he's going to speak clearly and directly to you. But when he speaks, don't you dare try to negotiate with him. Don't you try to modify his instructions to make them more comfortable for you. When the Most High speaks, you listen and you obey. 1 Samuel 3:9. Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go, lie down, and it shall be. If he call thee that thou shalt speak, speak, Yah, for thy servant heareth. When the Most High speaks, your response should be, Speak, Yah, for thy servant heareth. Not let me think about it. Not can we discuss this, but I'm listening and I'm ready to obey. Some of y'all have not reached that point yet, because y'all still seek the validation of these clay vessels out here. The Most High has been burning this care away from me, burning away this validation from y'all. Trying to do things to make it acceptable for other clay vessels to accept me. Try not to be hard. Try not to be brutal. The Most High said, fuck that. They just clay. They ain't nothing else. I run this. Do it the way I say it. Yes, sir. Verse 9. Here's the setup. The Most High is giving Moses and Aaron advance notice of what Pharaoh's going to say. He's telling them exactly how this conversation is going to go down. This shows the omniscience of the Most High. He knows everything before it happens. Pharaoh is going to ask for a miracle, thinking he's testing Moses and Aaron, but the Most High already planned for this request. Pharaoh thinks he's in control of the conversation, but he's just following the script that the Most High already wrote. Isaiah 46, 9 and 10. Look at this, man. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yah, and there is none else. I am Yah, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Woo! He declares the end from the beginning. He knows exactly what Pharaoh's going to say before Pharaoh even thinks it. Pharaoh ain't surprising the Most High with nothing. And that's what y'all need to understand. Y'all rebellion ain't surprising to the Most High. Y'all, he already knew you was going to rebel. He already knew you was going to resist. There ain't no surprise you can do. That's why I sit here and laugh at all you scoffers and mockers. He already called y'all out back in Peter's day. Y'all thinking y'all doing something new. You ain't doing shit. All you doing is performing the Most High's will. And you don't even know it. Oh, I'm atheist. The Most High already knew you was going to say that. When I was making fun of the Bible back in my heyday, Most High already knew I was going to say that. I thought I was being wise. I thought I was being smart. The Most High was like, nah, I already knew you were going to say that shit. I already knew you was going to do that. Stop thinking you're better than what you are, family. You are not better. You are not better than what you are. Galatians 6 and 3, look what Paul says. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Woo, child. You deceiving yourselves, clay vessels. You ain't nothing more than a clay vessel. The sooner you understand that, the better off you'll be. Nothing gonna catch the Most High off guard. He already knows. That's how he already knows what to tell you to do. So the rod becomes the serpent headed. That's divine authority, family. He tells Aaron to take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. This rod represents the authority and power of the Most High. When Aaron throws it down, it's going to be a serpent, a symbol of power that Egypt worshipped. The Most High already demonstrated this miracle to Moses in the wilderness that we saw already in Exodus 4. This ain't new. This is confirmation that the same power that called Moses is the same power that's going to deliver Israel. Some of y'all been worried about the challenges you're going to face when you start standing up for the truth. You've been concerned about what people are going to say or do when you start representing the Most High. Stop worrying. The Most High already knows every challenge you're going to face, and He's already equipped you with everything you need to overcome them. That rod in your hand, your knowledge of His word, your faith in His power, your obedience to His commands, when you cast it down in faith, it's going to become a demonstration of His authority. Luke 21:14-15. Look what Yahushua says. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. The Most High gonna give you the words to speak, family, and wisdom to handle every situation. You don't need to worry about what you're gonna say. He gonna already have prepared your response. So why a serpent though? Because in Egyptian culture, family, the serpent was a symbol of divine power and protection. Pharaoh wore the cobra, the Urias, on his crown as a symbol of his divine authority. When Aaron's rod became a serpent, the Most High was demonstrating that his power was greater than all the serpent powers of Egypt. Psalm 91:13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder. The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Yah gives his people authority over serpents and dragons. Symbolic, family. Every serpent power that rises up against Israel is going to be trampled under our feet. Babylon, the great dragon, trampled. We got modern serpent powers today, right? Corrupt governments, racist systems, oppressive institutions that think they got authority over black Israel. But when the Most High is ready to demonstrate his power, he gonna show that his authority is greater than all their serpent symbols. Every flag, every eagle, every symbol of power that this modern Egypt worldwide uses, the Most High has authority over all of it. When he stretches forth his hand, all their symbols are going to be powerless against his authority. All of it, family. Verses 10-12. Let's keep it going. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as Yah had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. Now verse 10. They walked straight into Pharaoh's palace and did exactly what the Most High commanded them. No hesitation, no fear, no second guessing. They just did it. That is what complete obedience looks like, family. Aaron cast down his rod in front of Pharaoh and all his servants. This wasn't done in private meeting or back room. This was a public demonstration of the Most High's power. When the Most High moves, he don't hide his power. He puts it on full display. Psalm 23:5. It tells you, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. He demonstrates his favor and power in the presence of your enemies. He don't wait until they leave. He shows his power right in their damn face. What you gonna do about that? What can they do? Nothing. Some of y'all have been scared to demonstrate the Most High's power in public because you are worried about what people might think or say. Stop being a fucking coward. When the Most High gives you his power, you display it boldly and publicly. This modern Pharaoh, this corrupt government, these racist systems, these oppressive institutions, they need to see a public demonstration of the Most High's power through his people. Stop hiding your faith and start displaying his authority. You cut these damn heathen down. Stop being scared of them. They can't do anything to you unless y'all allow it. Matthew 5:14-16, Yahushua says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Your light is not supposed to be hidden, family. The Most High wants the world to see his power through you. So verse 11, here's where it gets interesting. Pharaoh saw the miracle and immediately called his wise men, sorcerers, and magicians. This fool thought he could match the Most High's power with his fake-ass magic. Notice Pharaoh didn't acknowledge the Most High's power here. He immediately tried to duplicate it. This is what pride and rebellion will do to you, family. Instead of submitting to divine authority, you try to compete with it. 2 Timothy 3:8. Now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith. So these magicians, Jannes and Jambres, that's who was being talked about here in Egypt, resisted the truth, just like these modern false prophets and fake preachers resist the truth today. They got corrupt minds and they're reprobate concerning the faith. We see this hardened heart, family, right here. That the Most High talked about. We seeing it right there. We got these modern magicians today, false prophets, prosperity preachers, new age gurus, occultists, who think they can match the Most High's power with their fake demonstrations. They perform signs and wonders, but it's all demonic deception, family. Matthew 24:24 says, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, that they shall deceive the very elect. These false prophets can perform signs and wonders, but they can't overcome the true power of the Most High. Their magic might impress people for a while, but when the real power shows up, their fake shit gets exposed. There ain't no magic, family. You already seen all these people who have debunked all these magicians. There ain't no such thing as magic. It's all sleight of hand and deception. Got these fake ass tarot cards. Got these people believing in astrology and all this other nonsense. All fake, family. Pride and rebellion. So Pharaoh's magicians, they represent every false system that tries to compete with the Most High's authority. False religions, occult practices, humanistic philosophies, scientific materialism, atheism. They all think they can explain away or duplicate the Most High's power, but you can't. So verse 12, we see the climax right here. The magicians threw down their rods and they became serpents too. For a hot minute, it looked like they could match the Most High's power. But then, boom, Aaron's serpent swallowed up all their serpents. This is the key lesson, family. Babylon can imitate the Most High's power, but he can never overcome it. The magicians could duplicate the miracle, but they could not defeat it. You're going to see that in the next chapter. So what does the swallowing here represent? Complete victory, family. Aaron's serpent didn't just defeat the magician's serpents, it swallowed them. This means complete consumption, total victory, absolute dominance. When the Most High's power shows up, it don't just win, it consumes the opposition. Isaiah 25:8, he will swallow up death and victory. And Yah Elohim will wipe away tears from off all faces, Israel faces. And the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for Yah hath spoken it. He gonna swallow up death itself. His victory ain't just partial, it's complete and total. Right now, we got these modern magicians performing fake miracles and deceiving people with their counterfeit power. They got prosperity preachers promising wealth, new age gurus promising enlightenment, scientists promising solutions to spiritual problems. But when the Most High is ready to demonstrate his true power, all their fake demonstrations are going to get swallowed up. Every false religion, every demonic doctrine, every lying system, they're all going to get consumed by the truth of the Most High's word. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yah shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. He gonna consume all wickedness with the spirit of his mouth. When his true power is revealed, all the fake power is gonna get destroyed. This swallowing, family, it demonstrates that the Most High is absolutely sovereign over all powers and authorities. Pharaoh thought his magicians had real power, but the Most High showed that his power is supreme and unmatched. Remember, every knee gonna bow, family. Every tongue gonna confess that the Most High is Yah. You are clay in his hands, and he's using you to demonstrate his supreme authority over all these serpent powers of this wicked world. Every system that thinks it can compete is about to get swallowed up by his great power. 13 through 15. Hope y'all learning this. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as Yah had said. And Yah said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuseth to let the people go. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out unto the water. And thou shalt stand by the river's brink against he come. And the rod which was turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thy hand. So look at this verse carefully, family. Verse 15 or 13. He hardened Pharaoh's heart. Who's the he? The Most High. This ain't Pharaoh choosing to be stubborn. This is the Most High sovereignly hardening Pharaoh's heart. Exactly like he said he would. Some of y'all been taught that bullshit free will doctrine, thinking Pharaoh just chose to reject the Most High. But the Most High is telling you to wake the fuck up. He is the one controlling Pharaoh's response. Pharaoh ain't making independent decisions. He's a puppet in the Most High's sovereign plan. Understand this. This verse shows and destroys the whole lie of human autonomy. Pharaoh thought he was making his own decisions, but the Most High was sovereignly controlling his responses to accomplish his divine purposes. This shows that nobody operates outside the Most High's sovereign control. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yah. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. He controls these leaders like rivers of water. He turns them wherever he wants them. Pharaoh thought he was powerful, but his heart was in the Most High's hand. Some of y'all been getting frustrated. I told you. Stop doing that. These wicked leaders, they continue in their oppression and wickedness because the Most High allows them to. He's hardened their hearts, so he can demonstrate his power through their destruction. 2 Thessalonians 2:11-12. And for this cause Yah shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. He's sending them the strong delusion. He's making them stupid. He's sending them to those who reject the truth. He hardens them so they can be judged and destroyed. Their wickedness ain't accidental, family. It's sovereignly ordained for their destruction. Understand this. You can talk to your mama, your daddy, your cousins, auntie, uncles, grandma, granddaddy, sons, daughters, till you blue in the face. But if it's not in the script for them to believe, it ain't gonna happen. Now look at verse 14. Now he's explaining the situation. He's telling Moses that Pharaoh's heart is hardened, and he's refusing to let Israel go. But notice, the Most High ain't surprised by this. He's explaining what he already knew would happen. He's giving Moses intelligence about Pharaoh's condition. This ain't Moses trying to figure out what's happening. The Most High is briefing him on the spiritual state of the enemy. He's giving him intel. What power to receive that kind of intel? Hey, he hardened. Now here's what I want you to do now. He gives his servants the spiritual insight into the condition of their enemies. This is how I can call the bluff of people on social media. This is how I know they lying. Because I can see them through the words. It's a weird power. And I know I hit it on the head because they get mad. They upset. They block. Call me names. That's when I know it hit. Bullseye. That's the spiritual insight you can get, family. Y'all been wondering why these certain wicked people keep rejecting the truth, even when it's clearly presented to them, like it was clearly presented to me. My brother would try to break it down to me when I was in my rebellion. And I did not care. My heart was hardened by Yah. Until it was time to soften it. You've been confused about why they keep choosing wickedness over righteousness. Stop wondering about it. He's giving you spiritual insight. Their hearts are hardened. They ain't rejecting the truth because they don't understand it. They're rejecting it because the Most High has hardened their hearts for judgment. Look at Romans 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain Yah in their knowledge, Yah gave them over. They didn't choose to. Yah gave them over to a reprobate mind. He made them rebellious to do things which are not convenient. He gives people over to that evil mindset. When people reject his truth, he hardens them and gives them over to their wickedness so they can be judged. He provides the rope that they hang themselves with, family. He kicks the stool right from under him. Every time you reject the truth, that spiritual noose tightens around your neck until it's time for the Most High to kick the stool from under you and watch you wriggle, 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 wriggle until you stop wiggling. Spiritually dead, physically dead, eternally dead. So Pharaoh's refusal to let Israel go, it shows and represents every system and power that refuses to release Israel from oppression. They say we not in oppression, but the Most High says differently. Their refusal ain't stopping the Most High's plan, though. It's triggering his judgments on them. And all praises and great glory for that. We see in the rise of all these storms, fires, all these natural causes. They calling it climate change. I call it Yah's fury. The judgments are increasing upon the land, as it should. These heathen, they rage, and these kings take counsel against Yah. But their oppression and opposition is vain. Their refusal to submit only triggers his wrath. That's why you're seeing a whole lot of these heathen dying, family. Just open up your news app and just search for it. I got a whole feed that I made custom that shows me all deaths around the world. hours scrolling, family. Seeing all the way that the Most High is killing off these people. I read a story yesterday about a little 3-year-old girl in England. They were playing with the new trampoline that they had. Out of nowhere, a mini tornado came through and tossed that trampoline and tossed that girl like a football. Yards away. And she died. 3 years old. Killed that little heathen baby. Another girl I saw, 15-year-old in Arkansas. She thought she was doing the right thing. Feeding neglected dogs. It was 30 or 40 of them, a pack of them, at a house. What did the Most High do? Mauled her ass. Dead. Killed the family. She thought she was doing the right thing, but that was the Most High stringing her along. Come on over here. Right here. This is where you need to be. Like a Sims character, family. Think of this whole thing like a Sims. And the Most High is moving you around here, here, and here. On the video game. You can move your sim any way you want, right? Your character on the video game any way you want. That's what the Most High is doing. Okay, you're going to go over here. You're going to get there. You're going to get in here. You're going to go there. And then he kills you. Final Destination style, right? Why do you think he made a movie come out this year? During Judgment season. Called Bloodlines. Final Destination Bloodlines. Because he's showing you your whole bloodline not safe from my wrath. He made the heathen pull this out. Final Destination is literally him showing you that you can't escape me. That's why death in that movie was black. He a Negro. You can't escape death. You can't escape my wrath. But only the remnant will find that out. Only the remnant can see the secrets in there. That's why I was always fascinated by the Final Destination movies. It spoke to me. Even when I didn't even know the Most High Yah, but it spoke to me. And when I woke up, all of that remembrance came into view. When I started reading up on his sovereignty, and I'm like, oh shit. That's why I love those movies so much. He's been showing y'all. But y'all haven't been listening because y'all look at it as entertainment. Oh, that ain't real. But it happens all the time. Just go read the news stories. Guns jamming or something like that. Cleaning your gun and then shoot yourself in the face. Whoops. I have seen it. Once you understand the sovereignty of the Most High Yah, you can read these news stories, family, of these people dying. You can literally read the news stories and be like, damn, look what Yah did. You can see the coincidences inside the news story leading up to the death. I saw another one. Happened in Miami, where this guy who had no connection to the guy he killed, he waited for them to go in the apartment, the high-rise apartments. He had no key fob or nothing. He waited for him to go in there. And he followed behind him and killed him, 17 years old. He had no connection. But guess what happened, family? A few days later, this man who did this was thrown off a building, fell off a building and died. When the Most High is done with you, when you have accomplished his will, he throws you in the garbage. Threw that goddamn dude off a building. There are no coincidences. Had no connection to this man. Just went up there like he was on a mission. Whose mission, family? Yah's mission. That's why I tell you, you ain't safe. The Most High has infinite ways to kill you. You can slip and crack your neck in the bathroom. You've been getting in and out of your tub for years. But this time you slipped and cracked your head on the floor and you die. Whoops. Snake bites, spider bites, cardiac arrest, strokes, being eaten whole by a python. I have seen those stories. Being eaten alive by crocodiles, being mauled by tigers and eaten. Saw a story couple of months back. They had to go and kill this tiger because he was eating people over there in Indonesia. Who's doing this? Yah is. You ain't safe no matter where you go. You are one brake failure away from having a huge, fatal car accident. Final destination is true, family. And if you are not in obedience with the Most High Yah, that shit could happen to you. Looking over your shoulder. You're going to be looking over your shoulder your whole life. Not knowing when the Most High going to strike. That's why I tell people when they start talking all that shit, I'm like, hey, the Most High got infinite ways to kill you. You don't know how he going to do it. But that's how it goes. Verse 15. Look at this. Here's your strategy here. The Most High is giving Moses specific instructions about when, where, and how to approach Pharaoh. This is not a random encounter. Divinely orchestrated confrontation here, family. He knows Pharaoh's routine. He knows Pharaoh goes out to the water in the morning. This shows the omniscience of the Most High again. He knows every detail of every person's daily routine. You are not surprising the Most High Yah when you think you are. Psalm 139:3. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. He's acquainted with all your ways. He knows your schedule, your habits, your routines. Nothing you do is hidden from him. That's why he know y'all still masturbating to that porn, even though you were in the truth. Yes, sir. He know you secretly eating that pork. Got it hid in the back of the fridge. Thinking you're fooling everybody, but you ain't fooling him. So the Most High is choosing the perfect timing for this confrontation. Morning, family, it represents new beginnings, fresh starts, clear thinking. The Most High wants Pharaoh to be fully alert when he demonstrates his powers. His mercies are new every morning. Even in judgment, he's giving Pharaoh a fresh opportunity to witness his power. Boy, I tell you, the Most High is something else. Now look at this water location. Pharaoh is going to the Nile River, which was sacred in Egyptian religion. The Egyptians worshiped the Nile as a god. The Most High is choosing to confront Pharaoh here at the very place where he worships false gods. 1 Kings 18:21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, how long halt ye between two opinions? If Yah be Elohim, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. He confronts false worship at the very places where it happens. He's going to show Pharaoh that the Nile he worships is powerless compared to the true God. He knows the routine, family, of every wicked leader in this modern Egypt today. He knows where they go to their meetings, when they make their decisions, when they worship their false gods of money, power, and control. When the Most High is ready to confront them, he's going to strategically position his servants at the right place at the right time to deliver his message of judgment. And so Moses is supposed to bring the same rod that demonstrated the Most High's power. This rod is now a symbol of proven authority. This is the rod of God. It's not just Moses' rod anymore. It's the Most High's rod of authority and power. Every time Moses carries it, he's carrying a demonstration of divine power. So when the Most High sends you to confront these wicked systems, He's going to equip you with proven demonstrations of his power. You ain't going empty-handed. You're going with evidence of his authority, your testimony, your knowledge of his word, your experience of his power. These are your rod today. When you approach the modern pharaohs, you are carrying proof of the Most High's authority with you. This is who he is, family. Are you guys beginning to understand that your life is not in your control? Is it starting to dawn on you that everything that has happened in your life has led you up to this moment right now? Listening to me talk about this. Think about it. When you're done listening to this lesson, if you even make it that far, think about it. Look back on your life. Look at all the coincidences, all the decisions you thought you made, and see how it all lines up. I did, and it all lines up crazy. Most High had me doing all kinds of things back in my rebellion, but he planted them as seeds, and when I awakened, all those seeds blossomed, and I remembered all of that stuff that I was looking into, those rabbit holes I went down. It was not for nothing, family. It was so that at that moment, when he softened my heart, that I will understand that it was him who put me in front of all that knowledge. And that's when it clicked. He's amazing, family. Once you understand this, you stop trying. 16 through 18. And thou shalt say unto him, Yah, Elohim of the Hebrews, hath sent me unto thee, saying, Let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness, and behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear. Thus saith Yah, In this thou shalt know that I am Yah. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink the water of this river. So the Most High, here in verse 16, is giving Moses the exact words to speak to Pharaoh. And again, not a negotiation. This is divine ultimatum here. Moses is about to walk up to the most powerful man in the world and tell him exactly what the Most High demands. Notice here, the Most High identifies himself as the Lord God of the Hebrews. He's making it crystal clear this is about his people. This ain't about Egypt. This ain't about Pharaoh. This is about Israel. The Most High is claiming ownership of his people, and he's still doing it today. So you heathen, y'all can bag back. Get the fuck out. This ain't your story. You are a background character, an extra, an NPC. You do not belong here. This is above your pay grade. Sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Thank you. Deuteronomy 32:9 says, For Yah's portion is his people. He didn't say the world, did he? His people, Jacob, is a lot of his inheritance. We belong to him, family, not to these wicked systems that think they own us. Let my people go. That's the central theme here that the Most High keeps repeating. He's not asking Pharaoh, he's commanding him. The Most High is saying, release my property, because Israel belongs to him, as we just read. The whole purpose of this deliverance is service, worship to him. Israel ain't being delivered just to be free. We are being delivered to serve the Most High. Freedom without service to the Most High ain't true freedom. Romans 6:22, Paul tells you, but now being made free from sin and become servants to Yah, ye have your fruit unto holiness, in the end everlasting life. True freedom is being free from sin and becoming servants to the Most High. You ain't free to do whatever you want. You are free to serve him. Some of y'all have been praying for deliverance from this modern Egypt, but you ain't ready to serve the Most High. You want freedom from oppression, but you don't want the responsibility to the Most High. That ain't how it works. The Most High is going to deliver you so you can serve him, not so you can serve yourself. How stupid does that look? If you ain't ready to serve, then you are not ready for deliverance. And I guarantee you, the majority of y'all are not ready to serve. Some of y'all still trying to pick and choose. Some of y'all still trying to argue me down. No, sir, you ain't ready. And the Most High gonna keep you there until you figure it out. If you figure it out. Again, that's up to him. You may never figure it out, and you die in your sins and be thrown away forever. Them's the breaks. Verse 17 here. Here's a demonstration. Most High's about to prove his identity through a supernatural sign here. He's saying, in this thou shalt know that I am Yah. This ain't about convincing this man. This is about proving who the real Elohim is. He's about to attack this Nile River, the lifeline of Egypt. The Egyptians worshipped the Nile as a god, as I said. And the Most High is about to show them that their God is powerless against him. Isaiah 19:5-6. Look at this. And the waters shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up, and they shall turn the rivers away, far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. He has power over all waters. He can turn them, he can dry them, waste them, or transform them according to his own will. Because I will smite them with the rod. I will smite it. So he's going to use that same rod that became a serpent to smite the waters. So he's using his own power and authority to make it happen. Because nature obeys immediately when the Most High moves. Numbers 20:11. Look at this. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. He can bring water from rocks or turn water into blood. Nature submits to his authority. And as we know, blood represents life and death. The Most High is about to transform the source of life for Egypt into a symbol of death. The very thing that sustains Egypt is going to become a sign of judgment. Same as you see in Revelation 16:3-4. And the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it became as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. And the third angel poured out his vial upon the rivers and fountains of water, and they became blood. He's going to turn waters into blood in the last days too. This plague on Egypt is a preview of the final judgment on this wicked world. Are you getting it? He's about to demonstrate his power over the systems that this modern Egypt depends on. These are the rivers that he's talking about, family. Their economy, technology, their infrastructure. He could transform all of it in an instant. These are the rivers that are going to be turning to blood now. When he's ready to judge this modern Egypt, he's going to strike the very things they depend on. Water system, power grids, financial networks. All of it can be transformed by his power. They ain't going to be ready for it. 18. Now the Most High is describing the consequences. When the water turns to blood, the fish going to die. The river going to stink. And the Egyptians are going to be disgusted by their own water supply. He don't affect just one aspect. He affects the entire ecosystem. When the Most High judges, everything connected to the judgment gets affected. That's why he's telling your ass to come out of her, my people, so you do not be consumed. Because of the sins of this place. Hosea 4:3. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. When the Most High judges the land, everything in it suffers. Animals, fish, environment, all of it feels the weight of his judgment. So when a fish dies, that represents the life and the abundance in the water. When the fish die, it shows that the Most High's judgment destroys the life-giving properties of the systems that wicked people depend on. Zephaniah 1 and 3, look at this. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven, and the fishes of the sea, and the stumbling blocks with the wicked. And I will cut off man from the land, saith Yah. The Most High is going to consume the fish of the sea when he judges the wicked. His judgment affects all life in the systems of the wicked. And the stink represents the corruption and the decay that comes with his judgment. What used to be fresh and life-giving becomes putrid and disgusting. Isaiah 34 and 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. There's going to be a stink that everybody can smell. The corruption of these wicked systems is going to be exposed for all to see and smell, family. These Egyptians are going to be disgusted by the very thing they used to depend on, which shows how the Most High can make wicked people hate the systems they used to love. Ain't that crazy? Their own systems are going to become disgusting to them. The same way now that all these things that I used to do have become disgusting to me. All the old things that I used to do, disgusting. Makes me, ugh. And that's how it goes. So when the Most High judges this modern Egypt, family, the systems that wicked people depend on are going to become disgusting. Their entertainment, trash. Their technology, trash. Their financial systems, they're going to stink with corruption and decay. He's going to expose the putrid nature of this wicked society. What people used to enjoy is going to become disgusting to them. The very systems they trusted are going to become sources of disgust and revulsion. They ain't going to want nothing to do with it. (19 to 21). And Yah spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. And Moses and Aaron did so as the Lord had commanded. And he lifted up the rod, and smote the waters that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants. And all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river. And there was blood through all the land of Egypt. Look at the comprehensive nature of all this, family. He ain't just targeting the Nile River. He going after every single water source in Egypt. Streams, rivers, ponds, pools, and even the water that's stored in wooden and stone vessels. Total dominion over Egypt's entire water system. He said all their pools of water. That means every drop of water in Egypt is about to become blood. This ain't no partial judgment here, family. This is complete and absolute transformation of their entire water supply. He's going to do the same thing to this wicked world too, family. River, fountain, every water source. Nothing is going to be free from that. So when he judges, family, he's very thorough and comprehensive. He don't miss nothing. You can't hide from his judgment, as I told you earlier. He's going to find every water source, every hiding place, every system that wicked people depend on and destroy it. So even the water that Egypt stored in containers is going to become blood. This means their emergency supplies, their backup water, their stored reserves, all of it going to be transformed. When the Most High judges, he affects everything that wicked people have labored to store and preserve. Their preparations became useless against his judgment. This modern Egypt today thinks they got backup systems and emergency supplies. They got water treatment plants, reservoirs, bottled water, filtration systems. But when the Most High is ready to judge, all of it can be transformed in an instant. Their technology, their infrastructure, their stored resources, none of it is safe from the Most High's judgment. He can transform every system they depend on like that. Psalm 33:10. Yah bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. None effect, family. All their technology and preparations are useless against his power. So we see in verse 20, Moses and Aaron did exactly what the Most High commanded again. A public demonstration of divine power. This was seen by everybody. Immediate and complete transformation, family. When he acts, there ain't no delay. There's no partial results. It's instant and total. Psalm 33:9. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. It's already done, family, when he talked. There ain't no process. There ain't no waiting period. His word is immediately delivered. And the Most High wanted this performed in front of everybody. Why? So they can witness his power. This wasn't done in secret. It was done openly. So there'll be no doubt who did it. Numbers 14:21. Why? Why is the Most High doing this? But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory. Because of the Most High's glory. Glory of Yah. His glory is going to fill the earth. His demonstrations of power are going to be public and undeniable. So his glory can be seen. And again, Moses and Aaron did not negotiate. They did everything that the Most High wanted them to do. This is the standard of obedience that the Most High expects from us. So when he tells you to do something, or you get something in your spirit to do, and you start to argue, you are not operating in this obedience here. He wants complete obedience without deviation. Don't turn to the right or to the left. Do exactly what he commands. When the Most High gives you instructions to demonstrate his power, you better obey immediately and completely. Don't modify his commands. Don't delay his instructions. Don't question his methods. Some of y'all been hesitating to obey because you are worried about what people might think. Stop that shit, family. When he commands, obey publicly and boldly. Do not be afraid of this clay. They just clay. Remember that. They just clay vessels. They can't do shit to you. And in verse 21, we see the consequences. Everything the Most High predicted in verse 18 came to pass exactly as he said. Fish died, river stank, the Egyptians couldn't drink the water, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. This verse again shows all the fulfillment of the Most High's word. When he speaks, everything he says will come to pass exactly as he predicted. He gave them an early sneak peek of it, and now we're witnessing it. Just like he's giving you an early sneak peek with this Bible, and in due time, we're going to witness it. Hell, we're witnessing some of it right now. So why you scared? You know you're finna bring the system down. Why you scared? Why you worrying? Why you tossing and turning at night? Most High got this if you are in complete obedience to him. These are the consequences. He can create famine and thirst when he judges these wicked people. He can cut off their access to basic necessities. That's why you need to thank the Most High Yah that you got the basic necessities. Because he can make you go without. Just like he did with the Egyptians here. So the consequences today are going to be exactly as he predicts, family. Their economic systems are going to die. Their infrastructure going to stink with corruption. Their people are going to be unable to function in their own systems. And there's going to be judgment throughout this entire wicked nation. Jeremiah 25:33 says, "And the slain of Yah shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground." So his judgment is going to be from one end of the earth to the other. This modern Egypt ain't going to escape this all-encompassing judgment, family. There ain't going to be nowhere for you to go, nowhere for you to hide. Judgment going to find you out and seek you. So stop thinking these wicked systems are permanent. The Most High can transform all their resources in an instant. Stop being afraid of their power. The Most High can make their system stink with corruption. Stop doubting the Most High's word. Everything he predicts will come to pass exactly as he says. 22-25. Oh, man. Made good time. And the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened. Again, neither did he hearken unto them, as Yah had said. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house, neither did he set his heart to do this also. And all the Egyptians digged around about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. And 7 days were fulfilled. After that, Yah had smitten the river. So the magicians of Egypt duplicated the miracle with their enchantments. But listen carefully. They could imitate the Most High's power, but they couldn't reverse it. They made more blood, but they couldn't turn the blood back to water. Whoops. This shows you the limitation of human power, of this Babylonian power. He can copy. They can copy what the Most High does. But they cannot undo what the Most High has done. These magicians just made the situation worse for Egypt by creating more blood. Good job, dumbass. Babylon always tries to imitate the Most High's power to deceive people into thinking it's equal to the Most High. But Babylon can only destroy and corrupt. It can't recreate or restore. The magicians could make blood, but they couldn't make clean water. John 10:10, the thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come, that they may have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. So Babylon comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He can imitate miracles, but it can't live or give life or restore. Look at Matthew 7:22-23. Many will say to me in that day, Adonai, Adonai, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. So these fake preachers can do all these wonderful works, but the Most High don't know them. Their power is only of pale imitation. So Pharaoh saw the magicians duplicate the miracle, and his heart got hardened. And instead of recognizing that the Most High's power was superior, he used the limitation as an excuse to reject the truth. When people reject the Most High, family, their hearts get darkened and they become fools. Pharaoh thought he was being wise by rejecting Moses, but he was being a damn fool. But the Most High allowed that, remember? So he can show his power some more. So verse 23, look at this arrogant bastard right here, man. Pharaoh just turned and walked away like nothing happened. His entire nation is suffering from blood instead of water. And this fool just goes back to his house and ignores the situation. Pharaoh refused to consider what was happening. He deliberately ignored the supernatural demonstration and acted like it was no big deal. This is what pride and rebellion will do to you. Proverbs 29:1, Solomon says, "He that been often reproved, hardeneth his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy." Pharaoh was being reproved by the Most High, but he hardened his neck. This fool is about to be suddenly destroyed and without remedy. So all of those people, family, that y'all correct, and they hit y'all back with all this sass, just know they harden their neck and they will be suddenly destroyed. And I warn them too. I'm like, keep yapping. The Most High will take all your shit. He will take everything away from you. He will kill you. So when they lying, bleeding in the ditch somewhere, the Most High gonna make them remember that day when I warned them. So Pharaoh chose to ignore the evidence right in front of his face, which shows the depth of the spiritual blindness that comes with rebellion against Yah. When people reject the truth, they become willfully ignorant. 2 Peter 3:5 says, "For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yah the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water." Wicked people are willingly ignorant of his power. They choose to ignore the evidence because they don't want to submit to his authority. So you got all these modern pharaohs today who witness the Most High's power, and they just turn and walk away. Fuck it. They see all these demonstrations of power with all these natural disasters. They witness all these divine interventions, but they refuse to set their hearts to consider what's happening. They are willfully ignorant of his power. They see the signs, they witness the judgments, but they just go back to their houses and ignore what's happening. So what does the Most High do? He gives them over to that reprobate mind. And Pharaoh had a reprobate mind. And so look at this desperation in 24. While Pharaoh's in his house ignoring the situation, the Egyptian people are digging around the river trying to find clean water. The leader is in denial, but the people are suffering the consequences of his rebellion, which shows you how the sins of these wicked leaders affect the people under them. Pharaoh's pride and rebellion caused suffering for all the Egyptians. When leaders reject the Most High, the people suffer. You see all these nations. The leader, he living high off the hog. You see it all in these African nations. They living high off the hog, but the people suffering. The people in poverty. The people can't find food to eat. Can't find water to drink. And he just don't give a shit. Because he fed. Because he got it good. He just don't give a shit. This is exactly what the Pharaoh is doing. This is what the Most High is showing you right here. Nothing new under the sun, family. Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. So when the wicked rule, family, the people mourn. Pharaoh's wickedness here caused mourning and suffering for all of Egypt. They were reduced to digging for water, a basic necessity for life. This shows how the Most High's judgment can strip away the basic comforts that wicked people take for granted. When he judged this place, the people going to be digging for basic necessities while their wicked leaders ignore the crisis. The politicians will be in their mansions denying the problems while the people suffer the consequences. They got emergency lighting. They're on the emergency grid when the power goes out at the governor's mansion and all these other politicians' mansion. They got priority access while everybody else in the dark. Got no food, no water. They chilling, ignoring it. You see it happen all the time in this society with these politicians. They think they above everything. But don't worry. The Most High gonna bring them low. So again, the Egyptians were digging for water. But they couldn't solve the problem that the Most High created, which shows the futility of human solutions to divine problems. You can't dig your way out of the Most High's judgment, family. Job 14:11 says, as the waters fail from the sea, and the flood decayeth and drieth up. When the Most High removes water, human effort can't restore it. Natural solutions are powerless against supernatural problems. And we finish with 25. 7 days. The Most High let this plague continue for 7 full days. This wasn't no quick demonstration. This was a sustained judgment that lasted for a complete week. The number 7, as we know, represents completion and perfection. For 7 days, all of Egypt had to deal with blood instead of water. For 7 days, they had to smell the stench of dead fish. For 7 days, they had to dig for clean water. This was a complete and thorough demonstration of the Most High's power. Genesis 2:2. And on the 7th day, Yah ended his work which he had made. And he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. The Most High completed his creation in 7 days. And he completed this judgment in 7 days. 7 represents divine completion. The Most High just don't tap you and move on, family. He completes his work of judgment. Ongoing. In the last days, there's going to be 7 vials of wrath poured out on the earth. The Most High's judgment is going to be complete and sustained. But even in judgment, the Most High showed patience. He could have destroyed Egypt immediately, but he gave them 7 days to witness his power and consider their position. This shows that even his judgments contain mercy. When the Most High judges this modern Egypt, his judgments are going to be sustained and complete. It ain't going to be no quick fix or a temporary problem, even though that's what your government going to tell you. His judgment is going to last until his purposes are accomplished. These wicked nations are going to have sustained periods of judgment where they experience the consequences of rejecting the Most High and oppressing his people. And they're going to have time to consider their position and repent. But we all know they not. So family, what have we learned today? We just went through Exodus chapter 7. And if you ain't shook by what we just witnessed, then you ain't been paying attention. This chapter is a masterclass in the absolute sovereignty of the Most High over every damn thing that happens on the earth. What did we learn, family? First things first, we learned that the Most High don't operate on your timeline. Moses was 80 and Aaron was 83 when they finally got their assignment. Stop thinking you missed your opportunity because you're getting older. The Most High has been preparing you long before then. Secondly, nobody has free will. Everybody is clay in the potter's hands. Pharaoh thought he was making his own decisions, But the Most High was sovereignly hardening his heart to accomplish his divine purposes. You ain't choosing nothing. The Most High is orchestrating everything. Third, the Most High knows everything before it happens. He told Moses exactly what Pharaoh was going to say. Before Pharaoh even thought it, he declares the end from the beginning, and his counsel shall stand. Fourth, Babylon can only imitate, but can never overcome. The magicians could duplicate the miracle, but Aaron's serpent swallowed up all their serpents. Because when the real power of the Most High shows up, all the fake power gets consumed. And last, the Most High's judgment are all-encompassing, comprehensive, and sustained. He didn't just affect the Nile. He transformed every water source in Egypt for 7 full days. When he judges, nothing is left untouched. So everything we just witnessed in Egypt is about to happen in this modern Egypt around the world. The same Yah who hardened Pharaoh's heart is hardening the hearts of these wicked leaders today. The same Yah who turned water into blood can transform every system this wicked nation depends on. So stop being afraid of these modern pharaohs out here. Stop being intimidated by their fake power. Stop thinking they got permanent control. The Most High is about to demonstrate his sovereignty over all their systems. Romans 13:1, Paul says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of Yah. The powers that be are ordained of Yah. Because all power comes from the Most High. These wicked leaders only have power because he allows it. And when he is ready to remove it, ain't nothing, I repeat, nothing they can do about it. So stop being afraid of the wicked systems. He controls the power. Stop doubting the Most High's timing. His timing is perfect. Start expecting divine protection, because the Most High separates his people from judgments. Get ready for the escalation, because Exodus chapter 8 is about to show us how the Most High turns up the heat on wicked systems that refuse to release his people. The blood is just the beginning. The frogs are coming. The lice are coming. The flies are coming. And throughout it all, Black Israel going to be protected. The Most High is going to hasten his word to perform it, family. Everything he promised is about to pass. Prepare yourselves, Israelites. The sovereignty of the Most High is absolute. His judgments are perfect. His protection is guaranteed, and his deliverance is inevitable. And with that, I end my sermon. All praises and great glory to the Most High Yah for this very powerful lesson. I hope you guys understood this to the core. You don't run shit. I pray you guys had a great Sabbath today. Mine is about to end. I pray you guys have a great week in Yah's name. And Yah willing, next week we get to turn up in Exodus chapter 8. So until then, family, I love you. Be safe. We go out on another song from my latest album. It's called 1/3. Rise up, family.
The remnant. Time has come. Through the fire. Through the sun. Many called. But few are chosen. Watch the third part. Now. Stand up, warrior, raise your head high. You've been chosen, now's not the time to cry. Every trial that knocked you down was forging pieces for your crown. They laugh when you kept the laws, they mock when you wouldn't pause. But now look at who's still standing while they crash when they false on the stand. And 2/3 falling, that's prophecy. But we ain't moving, that's loyalty. Every flame made us stronger, every test made us hunger for that truth that set us free, for that crown of victory. While they sleep, we stay woke. While they bend, we never for broke, stand up. This ain't regular teaching, this that third part. Reaching past the Christian lies they feeding, past the fake love they bleeding. We the ones who kept it real. When the heat came we could feel every ounce of that refining. Now look at Israel shining through the fire. We rise higher. Every trial made us fighter. We are the third part, refined in the dark, through tribulation to final salvation. Gold tested in flame, bearing His true name. While others folded, we stay focused. Look around, what you see, camps falling on their knees, doctrine switching every week while we standing on our feet. Been through hell and high water, watch the weak get led to slaughter, but the remnant standing tall. When we heard the master's call, every slash tried to break us, every lie tried to shake us, but that fire made us pure, made us something that'll endure. Past the camps and their confusion, past the Christians' weak delusion. We the ones prophecy spoke about, now it's time to let it all out. Rise up from the bottom to the crown, never letting this truth down. While they worship pagan days, we kept walking ancient ways. Now the table's about to turn, watch these nations about to learn who the real chosen be. Third part victory. This ain't real motivation, it's that third part revelation. Standing strong when others fall and keeping faith when death comes calling. Every trial made us harder, every test made us smarter. Now we ready for His crown when Babylon comes crashing down. Look how far we done came, through the fire, through the pain. Still we rising, still we strong, known the truth all along. While they fighting over names, we've been feeding on these flames. Making gold out of pressure, building heaven's real treasure. Woo! We are the third part, from the bottom to the crown, never letting this truth down. While they worship pagan days, we kept walking ancient ways. Now the table's about to turn, watch these nations about to learn who the real chosen be. Third part victory. We are the third part, refined in the dark, through tribulation to final salvation. Gold tested in flame, bearing His true name. While others folded, we stay focused. We are the third part, shining in the dark, through tribulation to full salvation. Refined like gold, a sight to behold. The remnant rising, the truth surviving. And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. They are my people, they are my gold.